Hi everyone and welcome to January favourites. It's been a while since I filmed a Faves and Fails. I think the last Faves and Fails I did was November 2022. I thought in 2023 we would start splitting things up, so I'm no longer going to be doing Faves and Fails. I will do a favourites video and I will also do a don't waste your money video, and in that don't waste your money video I'll also give better alternatives to the products that I don't particularly like. If you missed my most recent don't waste your money video, I'll link it up here and also at the end of this video so you can watch it a little bit later on. But we are going to crack on with the favourites today. If you're new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload new content on YouTube every single week and I would love it if you would consider coming and joining the Pampered Wolf Pack by clicking that like button, the subscribe button and the notification bell. So I am still going to split this video up into a couple of different categories. We're going to do the beauty news and any news that I have to share with you first and then run into my favourites. We're going to do this for a few months and see how we get on. If you really don't like it or you really love it, do let me know in the comment section. I just thought, would you a change? And Faves and Fails have been the same for a really long time. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's jump into the beauty news. So I let you know a while ago that the YouTube algorithm is really pushing short form content at the moment. I also let you know, and this still stands, that I will not be switching over entirely to short form content. I will still be delivering 2 long form content videos every single week. So nothing in that area is going to change. However, because the YouTube algorithm looks more favorably on channels that are doing a little bit of both, I will be putting some short form content up, probably 2 to 3 short form content videos every single week, along with my 2 long form content videos. So what I want to say is a lot of people that watch the short form content aren't interested in the long form content, and the people that are interested in the long form content often aren't interested in the short form content. I will not be offended in the slightest if you don't watch the short form content. I am doing it so that my channel isn't negatively affected by the YouTube algorithm. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. You will still be getting 2 long form content videos every single week. So watch the short form content if you want to. If it's really not for you, do not worry about it. I won't be offended if you decide to skip it. So let's move on. I also wanted to let you know that the Core Line extension brush set from BK Beauty, all the brushes within the set are now available to purchase individually. So if you looked at the set and thought, I really can't stump to that amount for all of those brushes, or if you looked at the set and thought, well, actually, I'm only going to use a couple of those brushes, you can now buy them individually, which is great news, because the 101 brush, which was available, it's been available for ages to buy on its own, but they brought out a miniature version of the 101, which is the 109, and this is one of my favorite brushes that BK Beauty do, and it was only available in the larger set. You can now buy this individually, so you can just purchase this brush. It is amazing. I love it. I blend my cheek contour out with this, and since I used to get all of my contour in my hair, this is the brush that I've started to use just around my hairline because it's way daintier, it's easier to use so that you don't get everything in your hair, which won't be a problem for a lot of people, but it's definitely a problem for me. This brush is just beautiful. It's so well made. It's super soft. It's just brilliant. So it's now available to buy individually, as are all of the brushes in the Core Line extension set. Another bit of news that I need to make you aware of is that the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Foundation is being reformulated. So if you are coming to the end of your bottle and want to restock, you are going to be out of luck because every single shade bar a couple is now out of stock. It's completely sold out. You cannot get your hands on it. So hopefully it will be reformulated relatively quickly and back on the shelves. And yes, I will be doing a review side by side from the original to the new version, seeing what the similarities, the differences are, and whether I prefer the new one. Highly unlikely. I hope I do. But it always seems to go that every time they reformulate a product, they make it worse. Maybe I'm looking at it really negatively and I should be more positive. On another note, I have it on good authority. I haven't actually approached Dior about this, but somebody else has told me about this that I really thoroughly trust. The Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation, I have heard, is also going to be reformulated. Gasp. Why? Why? I don't know. I really don't know. So watch this space. One last bit of information to relay to you. The Ordinary have released a multi-peptide eye serum to their collection, and it is definitely a welcomed addition to their range of products. I can't tell you if this is going to be in my favourites because although I've been testing it out for a while, for me personally, I don't think I've tested it out for long enough to form an opinion. Usually I have great results with under eye serums. The area just seems plumper, more hydrated, fine lines and wrinkles start to slightly reduce, and then boof, it turns on its head. I get crepiness, I get dryness, flakiness, irritation, and I have to stop using the product. So I'm not there yet with this, but time will tell, and hopefully I will have formed an opinion by early February because I'm filming this video quite early. So fingers crossed, keeping all fingers crossed for this serum because it is a lovely, lovely formula, great ingredients in here. There are lots of peptides jammed into the mix, so fingers crossed. Moving on to my favourites. This product I've also had in my possession for a number of weeks and been putting it through its paces. I can definitely tell you this is in my love category. It's from Dr. Sam and it's the Flawless Nightly Pro Serum. Now, Dr. Sam already had a Flawless Nightly Serum, which is a retinoid serum. However, if you've been using that and want something with a little bit more welly, this is the one to move up to. I like to use the Flawless Nightly on my neck because I use tretinoin on my face. I never take it down my neck because it's just too aggressive for me and the skin on my neck can't cope with it. So I use the Flawless Nightly on my neck. I now use this on my neck and I am getting no negative side effects from this whatsoever, but my neck is glowier, slightly less fine lines on there, and I do tend to sit like this a lot, looking down at my phone all day, my laptop, so I do get some horizontal lines across my neck which have started to disappear somewhat. I've been using this for around about 3 weeks now. Really like it. So this isn't one of those products to jump into immediately. I would go for the Flawless Nightly Serum first, build up your tolerance with that one, and then go on to this one if you can tolerate that one really well. But this one has 5% Granactive retinoid in here, and Granactive retinoid is renowned for being a gentler form of a retinoid. It's far more tolerated than some other retinoid formations. And then you've got 2% bakuchiol within the serum as well. Teamed together with a retinoid, bakuchiol can really add to the effects of a retinoid, but also make it slightly gentler and really calm the skin, making those negative side effects less apparent. And this also has 10% niacinamide in the formula as well, and you all know I absolutely love niacinamide, but if you cannot tolerate niacinamide, this will not be for you. It's a really nice serum. I just think it's such a lovely formula. It spreads very well. One pump for me does the entire neck. I am still being very careful with this serum, so I'm only using this twice a week at the moment. Been using it for around about 3 weeks. I think after a month I will up it to 3 times a week, and that's where I'll stay because I'm quite happy at that. I'm already seeing results. The results are slow and steady, and you know, slow and steady win the race. What can I say? Moving on to my next favourite, you all know I'm a huge fan of volumizing hair products because my hair is limp and lifeless. It has just no oomph to it whatsoever. So I usually go for my Dry Bar Southern Belle volumizing mousse, and it works a treat. I have found something that will equal it though, and I'm not quite sure if I prefer this to the Southern Belle. Still not made my mind up yet, but it is so good. This is from Colour Wow, and it is the extra large bombshell volumizer. Now I've tried the spray-in one and I really liked that, but it made my hair a little bit sticky, especially if I went out in the rain. It turned back into what was like a hairspray sort of tackiness on the hair. This doesn't do that, and this is slightly less weighty on the hair than the Southern Belle Volumizing Mousse from Drybar. So sort of urging towards this one a little bit more. When this goes on the hair, this feels like, you know, when you have bubble bath in your bath, obviously in your bath as it is bubble bath, and it's those sorts of suds that are so lightweight that almost immediately after you touch them they melt away. That's what this feels like, completely weightless on the hair, to the extent that you can put the full thing on your hair if you want to. You can put like 20 pumps of this on your hair and it doesn't feel weighty. It doesn't feel like you have product in your hair. It just feels like your hair. So I really do like this, and it works. Oh, does it work? I section my hair off bit by bit. You don't need to be precise. I literally just go and then carry on over my hair. Usually around about 12 pumps of this in total for my entire head. You really do not need to be afraid of overusing the product because it just melts into nothingness. It is so lightweight. Then I tip my head upside down and blow dry it until it is semi-dry, and then take a round brush and a hairdryer. I use my Dyson Airwrap with the round brush attachment and just dry it off, and it looks like I have been to the hairdressers and had a salon blow dry. I actually got the small version of this product. There's only 50 mils in here. I wanted to buy the larger version, but it was unavailable, sold out pretty much everywhere. So I bought the small version. I am not unhappy that I bought this. Obviously, you're not getting as good a value for money if you buy the small version, but at least it's a way to test out whether you actually like it rather than spending more on a larger one and then realizing it's not really for you. This is definitely for me. I will be buying the larger version. It's just so good. I want to mention the Dior Forever Glow Veil. I've only just aired the video where I tried this out on camera and I just adore it. I have been using it ever since. This isn't really an overly glowy primer. This is a chic, expensive looking glow. It's not overly metallic or shimmery on the skin. It's more pearlescent. It's that dimmed down sheen, which is very, very classy. This also smooths out my skin. It makes it look airbrushed, and yet it's more glowy and girly and youthful. I'm not quite sure how it does this, but if you did watch the video where I tried this out, you will have seen that on the side that I applied this primer, it looked less shiny than the side that I didn't apply the primer. It looked perfect. It was the right level of glowiness. I don't know how it worked, but it did. So I wanted to mention it. If you want to see it in action, definitely check out the video where I tried lots of new makeup items. I'll link that up here for you. Another favourite from that same video is the Suku Pure Colour Blush. This is in the shade 132. I had never seen anything like this. It is divine. Divine, I'll tell you. So beautiful. It completely and utterly blew me away. I had to mention it. It was effortless to blend. I thought it would be a little bit powdery when I applied it. It was not. I thought it would not have very much pigmentation. I was wrong. It was just so flattering on my skin. There is a slight sheen on the skin when you apply this, but it doesn't look sparkly or glittery at all. It just looks very girly and fresh. So I have been told that I would really enjoy the melting blushes from Suku. I think they're called that. Of course, you know I have already ordered 2 shades. My opinions will be coming when they arrive. A while ago, I raved on about the L'Oreal Professional Metal Detox Leave-In Concentrated Oil. I still love this. I don't use it every single time I wash my hair because I find that if I do, it weighs my hair down a little bit. It still makes my hair feel the softest I have ever felt my hair, like ever, or at least ever that I can remember. I do have colour treated hair, so having really soft hair is just an unknown for me until I found this product. Anyway, I've already spoken about this, so why am I going on about it again, you ask? Well, I love the leave-in oil so much, I decided to get the shampoo and conditioner in exactly the same range, and they have not disappointed. So the story behind this range of products is that in the atmosphere, there's lots of metals in the air. There's also lots of metals in the water that you wash your hair with. So over time, that metal will build up in the body of your hair and cause a lot of breakages. So this will remove the copper metals from your hair and make it a lot less prone to breakages, so your hair is stronger and shinier and just healthier, and it's really done my hair wonders. Never felt my hair so soft. It's really, really beautiful. Now, I am still a huge fan of Olaplex, but I was finding that with continuous use of Olaplex, and I was really overusing Olaplex. I was using 0, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. And I think there's a new one out I haven't tried yet. I may get my hands on that. But because I was using those all the time, and they are used to build up the proteins in your hair to stop breakages, my hair had protein overload and actually started having negative effects because there was too much protein in my hair and it started to break a little bit. So I still use Olaplex, but I use it intermittently with these in between, and now I'm finding my hair is healthier than it has ever been. So definite recommendation for me if you haven't tried these already. Highly recommend it. Next favourite, this is from Grande Cosmetics and it's the Grande Lips. This is a hydrating lip plumper, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I was gonna like this. Most lip plumpers are a bit gimmicky. They either turn your lips really cold or tingly hot. Some of them are really painful and you get that redness to the lips, which makes them look a little bigger for a time and then they deflate back to their usual self. This one, I really like it. It comes with a spreader on the top, so you click the bottom and the product comes out of the little nozzle. You can apply it directly to the body of the lip with the nozzle. I prefer to take it off on my finger for sanitary purposes and then apply it that way. This is in clear. I'm not quite sure if they do other colours. I think they must do, because this one specifically says clear gloss on the top, so you would only assume that they do other ones as well. It did have a slight tingle, but nothing painful, and it was actually quite refreshing. I really liked it, and I could see a difference. Subtle, but there was definitely a difference there. Now, you are going to get difference in a fuller looking lip anyway when you've got any sort of gloss on, but this one was slightly different. So the package does say that they did a survey and 90% of the people that tried it that were part of the survey saw fuller lips, and 97% said that their lips felt hydrated. There's no getting away from this. This is a great lip hydrator. It's not one of those hydrators that I'd apply before a lipstick because it is a gloss, so I wouldn't do it that way. I'd definitely apply this over the top of a lipstick, or I'd apply this as a treatment when I'm wearing no lipstick whatsoever. It's a really nice product. I loved it. I really did love it, and I will continue to use it throughout this month. It feels like a thicker oil. So it's not sticky, but you can feel it working. It's like a warm oil on the lips. Very pleasant. Next favourite that I've been trying out all the way through December and January, this is the Shiseido Vital Protection Uplifting and Firming Day Cream, and it has an SPF of 30 in here. And the really nice thing about this product is not just the fact that it smells gorgeous. I mean, it really does smell beautiful. It's not too overpowering, but if you're not a fan of fragrance, you are really not going to like this. But the real positive for me is that even though it's a moisturizer, you can apply the correct amount to get the SPF 30 that is advertised on the bottle. So I really smother my skin in this. I know it's going to be protected, and it feels so ultra hydrating and nourishing. I thought this was going to be too much for my skin during the daytime, especially applying it in the quantities that I was applying it to get the SPF value, but it actually wasn't. I can wear this underneath makeup and my makeup looks stunning, and I can also wear this on non-makeup days and feel like my skin is protected. It is quite a thick consistency though, so if you're after a really light moisturizer, this isn't heavy as in a night cream, but it's not that lightweight consistency that you might be after. So again, if you're after something super, super lightweight, this probably isn't going to be it for you. But if you can push the boat out and you want something that is nourishing in the daytime, if you have dry skin and you're wanting to double up on moisturizer plus SPF, it's just glorious. Beautiful. Another moisturiser that I've been really enjoying throughout December and January is from Trini London. It's the Bounce Back Intense Peptide Moisturiser. This is for anybody with a really dry skin. If you do not have dry skin, you're probably not going to like this because it is super thick in consistency. I apply this in the evening. It's really well packaged. It does come with a little spoon. That's my only negative with this. I don't like creams that come with little spoons, and all of the Tatcha creams come with little spoons as well because they're in pots. I prefer a moisturiser to come in a squeezy tube. I know it doesn't look as nice on your counter, but for me, it's just more accessible. It's easy to use. I'm not that keen on using a little spoon, so I end up dipping in with my nail for ease of use, and I know it's not great for sanitary purposes, but I'm gonna do it again. It's my cream. I shall do what I want. So this is a really nice thick cream and it has loads of peptides in the formula. This is nourishing, it's hydrating, it's cooling, it's calming. Again, it does have a fragrance. It's the Trini London fragrance. It's a very fresh scent, very earthy. It's not over floral, and it's just very, very pleasant to use. It works. I wake up in the morning and my skin looks refreshed. It looks plumper. It looks more hydrated and just glowier in general. So yeah, it's a major, major thumbs up for me. You don't get a lot of product there, which is another drawback, and it is quite pricey for the amount of product that you get. You get 0.5 fluid ounces or 15 mils. So I think they could do better on that count, but you don't use a lot of the product, so this is still going to last you a considerable amount of time. And last but not least, I want to talk about this beauty. This is from Tropic Skincare. I have a friend who is one of the representatives of Tropic Skincare. She goes to all of the events and she sells Tropic Skincare from her house. I've tried quite a lot and loved the majority of their products. They feel so nice and they're very well and very cleverly thought out as well. This is one of their cleansing body pebbles and it's in the fragrance citrus. Honestly, if you like a zesty fragrance, you are never going to put this down, whether you are in the shower or in the bath. This is a pH balanced, oily soap. It is so smooth, it is so soft. I mean, it's hard, now it's not wet, but it has little particles in which help to exfoliate the skin. So instead of rubbing this in your hands and creating a lather, you would rub this up and down your body to exfoliate and then put it down if you can. I struggle, and then lather it all over your body and then rinse it off. Again, you will not want to rinse this off. It is beautiful. Some of the ingredients, we've got shea butter, jojoba oil, vegetable oil. We've also got glycerin, and it is pH balanced, so it's very kind on the skin as well. I got this as a gift from my friend because I gave her daughter some of Bee's clothes that she'd grown out of, and it was completely unnecessary, but I am so glad that she introduced me to this. This is going to be a staple item in my bath or shower, and Bee can't get enough of it. Bee has very, very sensitive skin, so often just uses water to wash with when she's in a bath or a shower. She can use this and has no irritation whatsoever, which I find quite strange, but it is welcomed. She loves it. So that is it for this video. They are all my favourites from the month of December and January. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what are your favourite products at the moment. What have you been trialing out and getting great success from? I might pick up some of the products that you're really loving at the moment and feature them in future videos. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.